Actually, in the middle of a quest I started before this. There's some family stuff going on. I might have to end up running to pick up my dad at the airport. He has 2 chances to get on a plane, but it's O'Hare, so you know, there's like a 14% chance of that being successful. Good old O'Hare. They can screw up anything. It's really impressive. Still alive, much. Come on. What? Rude. Didn't think I would hit that from behind. Hey Nisa! Just getting started here. Oh, you don't. Oh. Bad. It's actually my only level 99 unit, while all of the enemies are level 5.
Are we done here? Until next time.
I love how fast you run. I got a thing that doubles your run speed. You basically don't even have to wait a turn for you to be able to run. Heal up. I should also tweet out this beam stream. Actually, just went on this quick little excursion to level my last, well, my 4th unit to level 99. I forgot she was currently babysitting some lower levels. This is a little harder than it should be. Hello, Parker. Yes, hello. Oh, hey, I forgot if you damage an enemy and run away, they actually keep the damage, most of the damage they took. You were useful for once. And my other character's like level 50. They're out of much use right now. I'll switch to my full team of level 99s as soon as I get out of this. I love this assist mechanic. As long as you have 1 or 2 level 99s, you can carry through a team as long as they deal damage to an enemy, you can assist, as long as you're within range. I just have my level 99 here. Babysit all of the weaklings. I'll leave. That damage for being 40 levels under level. But, random events. There. Oh, hello, tornado. I don't care.
Looks clear. Let's go, boss.
Oh, magnificent.
My way.
Oh,
I like that. I think if your health is really low, you always get the good medic that actually does her job. All of the other medics are terrible. I'm not. Where did you go? That was all the way. Sorry, Scorpio, and my horrible bird noises. This is why I love my melee units. I can win a battle without my enemies even like getting a turn. If I do it right. Oops. Sorry. Sorry, Valkyrie. Hey, Buzzy. Oh, I almost got the spider too. I have a thing that lets me penetrate enemies with melee hits, but sort of a double-edged sword because you can also hurt your allies that way too. Alright, now we can get out of this dumb corner. Finishing up quests is a really good way to level up your low-level units, though. Also good
polished to
normal training.
perfection.
I could do anything.
You're high level now.
I'm gonna get even stronger.
Alright. Started. Shut up, Flint. I do wish you could auto-skip some of that. Some of the dialogue there is always the same. Can't really auto-skip it, you just have to map. Let's get... Valla. Yes. Brooklyn. Stella. Set up. No. I just found I really like the female spear users. I think Valkyries. I don't have one of those at level 99 yet, though. Pretty much. Alright, let's go to war. We're fighting today. We're nearing end. Oh, come on. Oh, I was disconnected. That would be why. War. I usually end at 7 or 8. Go to Rad. This is like a pretty rad place to go to war in. Oh. Actually can't go to war. Lame. When does the war end? Let's see if you have any decent people. What's up, Buzzy? Just kind of still preparing here. Ooh, stale. Good stats, but not in the right stats. They have good numbers, but not the right stats. Can't I go to war? Can't even do the cool quests. exit out and get back in. This is like Steam's, that thing they do on Tuesday, the maintenance. It's like at the exact most inopportune time. Like, I'm pretty sure that the maintenance time they have works perfectly fine in Japan, but it's like right in the middle of prime time every day for the Americas, unfortunately. Guess we're stuck in a quest then. Babysit some of my newbies then. Granddad. Who are my babies? Oh right, I have Rose's level 99 too. Brooklyn. Can you imagine the fury of a level 99 granddad? Chat's showing up. Vert is actually the unit I've been trying to level up the. I find this training works best if you have 2 super high level units and 2 low level units. Because pretty much with 2 level 99 units, you can do anything you want. And Vert and Helba. I have this sort of problem in this game where I didn't take my unit seriously at first, and so units that I just gave like random names and colors to are like my super powerful units, and all of my units that like I have named and like properly designed are you know, just starting out and level 1. And I thought you could change that, but you can't. You can change the colors, but you can't change their name or their voice.
Destination is marked for you.
Let him. You can actually beat a lot of these quests without ever bumping into an enemy. I think I have to. What? We obviously didn't succeed in going without hitting any big deal. I love how overpowered the blacksmiths are. Got to go. These delivery quests seem a little unstable. Like, this one I really like because it's super short, but there's another one that takes me like 4 times longer to get all the way across the map. One takes like no time at all. Wait, you're level 1. 1 damage. Oh, critical for 1 damage.
Polished to perfection.
Respect
What do
you.
you think of this? Oh, magnificent.
What the? Moving double fast? This way.
Oh,
Hopefully at the end of this mission I'll be able to actually go back to war. I guess it's in their little maintenance period.
magnificent.
It's only down for like 10 minutes every day, but it happens to be like right around 6 PM, I guess. That's right when I happen to be playing. Everything's
Careful,
invisible.
boss. You're in range of an armament.
Magnificent.
It's a fun.
Magnificent.
What'd you find, boss? Something valuable?
Magnificent.
Oh, cat got your tongue?
What do you think of this?
Kind of funny quirk of how leveling works in this game. You get more bonus points to stats in the earlier levels, but you get more actual stats with the later levels. So like, you frame your character like how your character is going to develop early on, but you get all of the actual stats later on. All right, finally, we can actually go to war now. Hope.
Lift your sword.
Please let me go. Oh, no? Wait a minute, but somebody already went to war if they have... Like, the meters aren't perfectly even, so somebody must be fighting. It's not fair. Let's go do some menial tasks in the meantime. Let's see how this beam stream is looking. Oh, Beam has DVR features, that's neat. Oh wait, it just has a pause feature, you can't DVR quite like you do with Oh, because I'm using RushiEin. You have to say so. It's putting it lightly. It's SJW, guys. He's using the word social. That's evil. See you, Nisa. Yeah, what's the deal, Feel? You guys are jerks. Blandereth has some unreasonable hatred for Feel, but that's fine.
Ah, word of your deeds has...
And yes, my warrior squad is named Cuties.
It seems you have gathered more treasure than I realized. As a token of your... So that can... Our time...
Ceasefire. Hopefully we can actually get to war in a few minutes here. Who knew war was so complicated? Well, you just press the nuke button like Donald Trump says. When? Let's go. I think Spear Heavers actually have Piercing Strike by default. Actually. Alright, long sights. I actually need to teach that too. Leos. Position. Sweet. I think Rose is long. Sights. Oh. Come on. Oh, hey, Torax. This is like an SRPG. It's pretty unique as far as SRPGs go. It's like, example, like, you know those games, well, you'll see the combat soon enough, I hope. It's got like, you know, you only have like 4 characters in battle, you know, it's not a huge grid-based SRPG like Final Fantasy Tactics, but you still have all of the tactical, you know, movement along the field and areas of effect. And there's this whole, the whole gimmick of the game is these 4 nations, and you can pledge to fight for one of the 4, and you can change around which one you fight for. I usually fight for the blue nation, and didn't give him anything. He was a jerk. I didn't say this was Kirby. My stream doesn't say Kirby, does it? It says Grand Kingdom. The Kirby Superstar stream will be Saturday. But yeah, basically you pick which one of the you go to fight in these wars, which for some reason I have to wait to be able to fight. Fortunately, I can't do the most fun part of the game and the thing I was like intending to do because it has this like, it's an online mode, so it has like maintenance for like, I guess, upwards of 20 minutes every day. I didn't realize it was this long. Oh yeah, the art in this is really good. And you can change your character's appearance and stuff. It's not super in-depth, but it's kind of, I kind of like it. Kind of like how limited it is. It's like, all of the options are good. Like, let me show you how I could change how this character looks. Change skin color, one of 3 presets. Change body color. I try to usually color coordinate my the hair and the outfit. Change hair color. And there's actually cosmetic armor and stuff too, which I tend to use non-cosmetic armor because most of it looks dorky. There's some of it that looks alright, but most of it's male-oriented. Most of my units are female, so it kind of gets in the way. I played Recitar? Yeah, I have it. I played only like a half hour. Oh, come on. Am I really gonna have to wait? It's really better work by like 6:30, or I'm like gonna need to play something else in the meantime. I guess I can just start another quick quest. Not what I'm meant to be doing. I think. Yeah, I did a little of that game, but I don't think I ever, like, aren't there actual dungeon runs in that game? I never got to that point. I just played a little bit.
Magnificent.
Like, when I play an RPG, I tend to either get super absorbed or I don't play much of it at all. Vert isn't my team. She's just not, I won't be able to use her in the, big war because she's low level. But I could actually bring her along just to level her up if I basically sacrifice 1 unit slot.
Oh, magnificent.
So these defense quests are a little mean. The moment an enemy unit goes to one of those defense squares, you lose. But you have enough time to block them, but there's a bunch of goodies spread all around the field. And if you want to get the goodies, you don't have enough time, basically. You can sort of try. Uh-oh. Is there a term for when you have dialogue and there's sounds but instead of voice? I don't know if there's like a specific term. Oh right, she's level. It calls it Beeblese and Animalese in Animal Crossing, but I haven't heard about. I haven't heard like an official term for it. Unfortunately, gaming kind of lacks a lot of formal terms for a lot of well-known things. I've actually been thinking of starting up like a wiki site as part of my website that like explains game terms and stuff, or like. Actually can't do anything with Helba. The Dragon Girl, I don't have her in my. I don't have it one of the dragon units in my squad right now. I actually have lots of dragon units. For some reason, and other players online are really bad against playing as dragon units, so I just kind of filled up my backup squads with dragons, just so I can rake in a bit more cash, but I haven't been doing that as much more. Yeah, I figured somebody else like would surely have cornered the market on that idea, like a game design like terminology wiki, but I searched and I couldn't find anything. I've tried and failed to operate like a subdomain on my site though, so I don't have anywhere to put it yet. I do have a website, obviously, sirtap.com. But it currently doesn't, I currently don't have a subdomain to shove stuff on. Shove the wiki on. But I've been thinking about it and I'll probably try it. I play an online game. This is an online game. It is as soon as the frickin' like daily maintenance thing is done. Which hopefully will be at the end of this quest. I'm also going to be streaming Scott Pilgrim vs. the World on Sunday, but if you wanted to join, I already have 4 people for that. I usually play online stuff co-op. Oh, here's a dragon girl for you. Not sure if the dragon is. Only have 2 units. Usually Silicon fell even a dragon with 1 turn, because she's just ridiculously overpowered. Just how strong Dragon Knights are though. Yeah, somebody said the dragon looked like a cat. I don't know, a very dragon-like dog, maybe. A dragon-like cat. It's not quite traditional dragony though, it's more, I don't know, animalistic or like standard quadrupedal thing. To die while I get these items.
Magnificent. Oh, magnificent.
Yeah, it is kind of like a Komodo.
In the shadows.
Uh-oh. Spawn. Oh no. One of the voices of Neptune? Wouldn't surprise me. A lot of games end up with, you know, same voice actors. Some of the trophies in this game are unfortunately, like, completely ridiculous. Like, my strongest character deals, like, around 3,000 max in one hit, and there's a trophy for dealing 2... Uh-oh. That was really close. If that guy touches that defense, the game is instantly over. Fortunately, I can stop him with this. Yeah, if that fight took one more rotation of turns longer, that would have been game over. That would suck. I actually really don't like the defense quests, but they're short. I decided to do this. I think since it's past the half-hour mark, that I can actually play the online now. Not entirely sure, honestly. Wouldn't surprise me, the, well, NIS America did, you know, localize the first Neptunia games, so, a lot of their cast, you know, has done other stuff with, I guess, you know, they've already worked with all of those actresses. I don't really have the best ear for voice actresses and so on, honestly.
Oh, cat got your tongue.
People always point out to me that so-and-so is the same, and I'm like, oh, huh. Never. I tend to not notice myself unless it's like the identical voice and I've just heard that other character. Safe. Oh, come on. You can get these little random events that can screw you over. Rude. Okay. Longer time to grab that. I was expecting a lot more enemy units in this. There's one. I definitely think I hear Fang from Fairy Fencer F though. Yeah, game dev is pretty Wait a minute. What's wrong with my formation here? I thought I reset this. Game dev is hard work. I do regular programming. I mean, it's still hard work too, but game dev, you gotta do, there's all sorts of, you gotta, come on. Usually you can attack down from like the row above, but there's certain conditions that I don't 100% understand, honestly. Can I hit him? Would be enough for an assist, I hope. Yes. Yeah, game dev is a ton of work for a very iffy potential amount of money, so I don't think I'll be doing game dev myself. Maybe if I had, like, I don't know, if I were retired, maybe, even then. Because, I mean, I got a lot of hobbies that, you know, take up a lot of time and money, so, oh crap, it's fast. Some units move faster or slower than the others. The ones that move double fast are very, very dangerous in these instant loss situations. Yeah, I really like this one. One thing I really like about this game, it has online play, but you basically play NPCs, like computer AIs using the units from real live players. So the teams you're facing are all from real people, but it's all asynchronous, and you know, it just feels like it has a unique feel to it. It's it doesn't have the frustrations of online gaming that, you know, tend to make me not want to play online. You know, there's no 10-year-olds screaming at you. Nobody's calling you obscenities. There's no, like, nobody's waiting on you. I always feel like, in online games, I always feel like, oh, if I'm not doing well enough, you know, everybody's gonna hate me, or, you know, I can't leave because, you know, people are depending on me. But in this, you know, it's not really a big deal if you just sort of sit it out, or you know, if you don't do 100%, you know, nobody's gonna yell at you. You're not gonna necessarily lose the war, because the wars are like large scale, so like you can definitely contribute, but you're not really gonna lose the war on your own, like you might lose like a round of Overwatch if you're a crappy healer or something. It's just a lot lower stress, but it still feels like you're doing something. Hopefully we will be able to see this online mode right after this quest. Hopefully the servers are back up.
Polished to perfection.
Yes, Parky. How do you no-scope in this game?
This is true talent.
You can 360 archer people. Ow, Parker, please. Don't claw. Yeah, there's quite a lot of variety in this game. You can pretty much build a squad with whatever you want. I tend to find melee units the most effective, but as long as you can force the enemy to play a defensive route, and have like you can put up walls and stuff, you can do pretty well with ranged units. Please actually have the war started so I can show off. Oh my gosh. Parky, please. I'm gonna close the game and see if I get back in. Allow me. Parky, sit. Sit. Would you, Parker, don't, please. Hello. Wonder if anybody's actually watching on Beam. I don't think so. I think it's just me watching myself on Beam. I am streaming to Beam though. It allegedly has lower delay than Twitch and the other thing, YouTube. Twitch and the other thing. But I mean, it's just as far as I'm concerned, it's just another streaming outlet. I guess I'll toss a link in the chat if you want to try it. Wait. I'm not sure I can actually send links into YouTube chat. Oh, you like Beam? Which is quiet today. Hey, Zebra. Okay, please have started the war. One of the things I don't like in this game is there's a lot of, like, fussy, like... I obviously don't like this preparing for war nonsense. But, like, say... So there's this thing called troop detachment where you can send out your troops to fight basically as NPCs in other people's battles. And so, like, say I dispatch my units here. And I have 6 of these units. And so each time I gotta send them out. I gotta click OK, I gotta bring them back, and then I gotta read the report. It doesn't bring up half of this stuff because they don't actually have any gains. But then I gotta go through everyone's level up, and what I really want here is a button I can press to just send out all 6 of my troops. Because, generally speaking, what I do is I log in, like, please. Say, I'll log in the morning, and I'll want to withdraw all 6 of my troops, and then I'll want to send all of them back because I'm going to work. Because then they'll, you know, I'll get all my rewards and then send them back so they can collect more. But there's no quick button to do that. Hey, Benny Gray, so you actually use Beam then? I haven't really. I saw somebody talking about it, and then they immediately got acquired by Microsoft. Parker. The low latency thing does sound pretty cool though. And yeah, I have Phantom Breaker. Do you have Phantom Breaker for PS4? I've been looking for lots of people to play that. I think I can finally get a set of 4 people play, but Parky. How do you do this? How do you do this when I stream? you sit? Can you sit and not sniff my nose? So what do you like about Beam over the other ones? Like just the stream latency or what? Okay, so Restreamio doesn't quite handle the notification properly. Said that Realms. Oh, and another thing about this game, all the quests are sort of there's single quests and like I guess that's sort of procedurally generated, but like you get quests from random nations in random locations, and whatever location is picked picks out the like that determines the map you actually get. Interactivity. Yeah, the interactivity thing sounds neat, but I don't think that's like that's only for very specific games and stuff, right? Like I don't think there's any way I could actually integrate interactivity into anything that I currently stream or plan to stream. That was interesting, but I don't really I would be able to perhaps rather want to do that. Like I don't want to stream like Minecraft just because it's interactive. I think YouTube gaming looks really great. I tend to watch like full screen anyway, so it doesn't matter too much which site because they all look the same that way. But I don't tend to bother with hitbox, honestly. Soundboards and stuff. Fart sound for X amount of sparks. It's not quite what I personally prefer to do. I guess it's kind of like bits then, isn't it? Bits on Twitch. You just offer to do stupid crap for small amounts of money. Wouldn't mind people mindlessly get those sparks. That's not quite like bits, right? Like that's not paid currency. That's just stuff you get for watching streams, right? Why is the guy on the box? There's actually skills that let you get higher defense when standing on a box, and it sort of stops enemies. Generally you want to block off your enemies. I don't think there's, aside from that one skill, I guess certain low hitting skills might hit the box instead, but generally speaking, like, you'll get hit if somebody tries to attack you while you're on the box, so it's not particularly defensive. I never really bother with it anyway. Guess I'm earning sparks by streaming, by the way. Not really sure how all of the beam stuff works. That 2 seconds latency sounds really good though. I don't know how, like, since I'm using Restreamio, I'm not sure it'll actually be that low of latency. Oh, he has to die, sorry. The little guy with the flag is a Baku. He gives buffs to the enemies. It's kind of funny, the game tells you that you should defeat them first, but their buff is never ever worth taking out over an enemy that can actually harm you. So you basically always want to kill everything but the Baku. I'm sorry, but no, Bunny will never die. Bunny is way too badass to me. Oh! She's really leveling up. She's dealing 2 damage instead of 1 now. That's a 100% increase. That's amazing. The Baku's time will come. I love bump swing. Weird tail. I think Samus ever makes bird noises like that since she was raised by the Chozo. Oh, I'll hug him. I'll hug him with my fist.
What do you think of this?
That voice isn't quite Vert, but it was the proud voice, and it's kind of the closest I could find. I didn't
What'd you find, boss? Something
like too many
valuable?
games with voices that you can pick. It doesn't really give you many, like, say there's like 30 possible voice clips they could say. When you're picking a voice, you can only hear like 2 or 3 of them. So like, it really doesn't give you a very good impression of how they will actually sound once you hire them. So a lot of my characters have voices that aren't really quite what I intended them to have.
Magnificent.
Not all that much I can do about that. Also, my stream might look slightly worse today. I'm actually streaming at a lower bitrate, which, for one thing, Beam just ignores streams over 3,500 kilobits per second. But I went and lowered it, so oh crap. Need to drop that combo. What was I saying? I lowered it because apparently Twitch wants a much lower bitrate than I was giving it, so we might have some less issues since I lowered the bitrate. Monster Hunter Freedom Unite just had shout clips. Yeah, I've seen several games do that. Like, you pick your voice and it's just them screaming, and like you have zero concept of how your character is going to actually sound. And in this game, it's more than just the voice. Like, they have different lines. So like, they actually, you know, have different personalities and stuff. And so I have some characters with like sort of mismatched personalities. I don't think I have anything like too offensively dumb. Like, I deliberately didn't pick the seriously silly ones or anything. But there's some slightly out of character bits there here. A lot of actions wasted. You only get so many. You only get so many actions before you fail a mission. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How the hell do I get to him?
Path looks clear.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Crisis averted. Your computer just crashed for no reason? Sucks. I actually haven't had too many stability issues lately. Not since... not since Windows 7 or so, I would say. People just hide me. This game does an interesting thing. When your characters are knocked out, they will still get experience, they just can't level up. So if they get so much experience they would level up, they just stay at 1 below that level. So it's not too big of a deal if you get KO'd when you're fighting against, you know, enemies that you know are the same level. Because, you know, you probably won't level up multiple times in one fight or anything. But it matters a lot if you're dragging along, like, level 1 pawns while, you know, your level 99s babysit them, which is exactly what I'm doing here. But just sort of an interesting little dynamic. 2 experience away. Usage dialogue. This is for PS4 and PS Vita. I think it's pretty much the same game on Vita. It's probably just, you know, 30 frames per second. I actually have the Vita version. The game is not cross-save though, so I went and got the
Polished to perfection.
This is a review copy, so I was offered the Vita review copy first, and
True talent.
since it's not cross-save, I just wanted to play it on PS4. NIS has been bringing some stuff over to PC, so it might end up on PC, but there's no word on that now. You know, it's funny, some of the advice, the tips they give at the screen that we just saw there are pretty much always useful. Some of the tips mid-game are actually pretty poor. Come on, start the war already. I guess I can't stream this game before 7 o'clock because the war isn't ready yet. I was not expecting this, frankly. I attempted to play Phantom Breaker or Brutal or something. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the game told you that having a medic was super important. Medics trash. They're just trash. Ideally, you're gonna beat almost all of an enemy troop by the end of your first turn, and if you take damage, you may well lose a unit instead of like being able to heal it. How do I get early copies of games? I'm a YouTuber, which see, you just you have a YouTube presence. You email them if you meet their standards. They'll send them out. Of course, you agree to embargoes and stuff, but it's really not too formal a thing. It's just most companies are pretty cool with it. I don't really do much with big AAA companies. I'm gonna try to get a copy of World of Final Fantasy, but I'm not sure if that would be the scariest review copy I attempt to procure, because Squeenix is pretty big. And NAOS America's been pretty cool though. Worker demands pets. Well, I'm gonna get up and refill my drink here. If I can't start a war by the end of 7 p.m. or the start of 7 p.m. If by 7 p.m. the war isn't started, I might stream a different game. If you make a game, I'm getting posters and everything. Thank you, I guess. Ugh. I have played games from viewers, or a lot of times if I don't ask, devs just send them in if I think it's interesting enough to take a look. But yeah, I'll be right back. My beer screen. Look at that, professional. Welcome to the BRB Club. How tough are you? Alright. Game, you have 5 minutes to stop the online maintenance. I guess I'm not streaming this game at 6 o'clock anymore. What can I do for 5 minutes? Detour Phantom Breaker. I think I might. Well, I was wanting to play Phantom Breaker with a team. I'm not sure if any of them are online right now. I'll just jump on them. Please have the war start. Do you have Phantom Breaker, Thorax? Or Thorax? If you have it for PS4, I guess I could play with you. My regular that also has Phantom Breakers. Playing Final Fantasy 14. Some of these are actually. Those are actually my breaker peoples. I don't know if they're actually going to be able to play. I learned something today. I guess I've never really. I guess I haven't tried playing this before 7. I don't know if this is like a daily occurrence or. I could have sworn this was just like a brief thing, not an hour-long maintenance, because that's pretty. An interesting thing about this game is that when your characters learn skills, you actually learn experience to make these grimoires to teach them to other characters. So you can spread the powerful skills between your characters. That's a pretty nice aspect. Sorry, this is really not how I meant for this stream to go down, but I guess I can't stream this game. I might try to stream. It's a very expensive but not particularly amazing dragon. How do I like Soul Sacrifice? I really liked it. I got stuck on the final boss though, and I kind of lost motivation. Okay. I'm actually still stuck at the final boss in the regular game, not the Delta or whatever it's called. I don't have Delta, but I got stuck on the final boss and I just gave up. I really liked Freedom Wars though. Not so much the story, but I mean it was a good but flawed game basically. Freedom Wars, I mean. I haven't played Freedom Wars. Freedom Wars solves a lot of my problems with the Monster Hunter sort of gameplay by also basically being a third-person shooter, and it just controls a lot better in my opinion than the Monster Hunter games. Like, Monster Hunter games are kind of like designed to destroy your hands, especially since they're all on portables now. I can't really get down with that. That's right, Parker. It is 7 o'clock. Better be wartime. Come on. Oh. Shut up, Flint. Okay, finally the war has started.
The final battle has come.
Let's get on with it. We're invading Field, as usual. I guess we only have one. Alright. Beat this out since we're like actually starting the fight. Set up my party first. Take one lower level person around just for. Guess I can take. Dragon? Dragons take up 2 slots. I might take a dragon at my next run, but I wanna see what we do with 3 level 99s. I don't have any level 99 dragons. Dragons take like 2 or 3 times the amount of experience everything else does. So my max level dragon is like level 30 something, unfortunately. I've been trying to make just one really good dragon. 3 minutes! Oh, come on, how long are you gonna make me wait? Game does not usually make me wait this long, but I guess it's a thing that can happen. No, the dragon unit's just named whatever the dragon mage is called. The dragon's just kind of their summon. And the color of the dragon is actually tied to the color of their clothes. You unfortunately don't actually get to see the dragon when you do a class up. You only see the the human character, not the dragon. Some of the cooler colors for the dragon are actually unlocked by when you first hire a unit. You only get 8 colors, and once you class them up, you get 1 more color each time. I'm not sure how many max, but some of the cooler ones are only available after a couple of class ups. Like there's one cool one that's like black and red. A little cliche, but it's pretty cool. I guess waiting is another thing that I don't like about online games, and I guess this game kind of does have the waiting aspect. Because once you go into the once you go into an online operation, you have to go until one of the sides loses, or you can leave, but then you forfeit your reward. So it has some of the downsides of online play, but it doesn't have the screaming annoying people and doesn't have a lot of the stress. So it's one of fairly few online games that I actually do play online that isn't co-op. Co-op wouldn't really make sense in this since it's all basically one-on-one individual stuff. I really need to get a cheap webcam just to focus on Parker when I do these streams. At least when he's on the desk. MKX. Actually starting now, fine. Usually don't have to wait this long. Streaming at 6 PM was a horrible idea for this game. Yeah, Parker Cam is something I hope to eventually have. I'm not sure I'd have it on often. Never had a level 99 mage before. Oh, and another cool thing, when you hire these units... Oh, wait, maybe there'll be a level 99 dragon for you. Sorry, no dragons. Ooh, a lancer. Actually, that's Valkyrie, their name is just Lancer. When you hire somebody's team, they actually get the money that you pay. So, like, you earn money by real players hiring one of your squad. It's actually pretty cool.
It's within range of enemy fire. Be careful.
Alright, finally. Alright, and we got a high level one. So when you're in this war mode, all of these teams that we fight are real players' teams. They're just being played by AI.
No way.
Oh, come on. Still hit you. So this is the team that somebody set up to this particular formation. Damn, you are strong. It's also fun to be able to use other people's units, because you get to see how they built their units. See you, Benny. And yeah, for defensive formations and stuff, well, for offensive ones too. But what? You can set traps and put up walls and stuff. I don't tend to do too much of that. I just have a melee up flag, which gives me a passive. Well, it gives both of us a passive buff to melee damage. Alright, this should be... yeah. So this is why I don't really bother with healers. We pretty much wiped out the enemy unit in one turn. That is how most of my battles go. And my whole team is based around that. Oh, and you can also set your win quote. I was not expecting actually coordinated characters. Some people go all out and they give their characters themes and stuff. I don't do that, honestly. I kind of wish I could, but just a teeny bit more effort. Like, I mean, if I was planning on it all along, I could do that. But, I have not been planning on it all along. That Valkyrie is actually set up weird. I found something really cool with my Valkyrie. She can basically take down 2 or 3 people as long as they're on the same row and like close together, because she has this move called Slide Lance that drags her forward. And so you can use a long range attack that pushes them back a bit, and then Slide Lance closer, and you basically can destroy an entire row with just one turn, even. It's really cool. Is 6 the max? Actually you have 4. 4 is how many units you can have on your team, but in online you can hire up to 2 extras to sort of tip the scales in your favor, and you really want to do that. You're pretty much at a notable disadvantage if you don't have some extra muscle. In online, you actually have extra people. You can have multiple teams, though. I can hire up to 50 people, and I can have 6 troops of 4 people each. This is Grand Kingdom. This is an SRPG, actually. It's, the rails are actually... Wait. Who's left? Oh, that's an enemy up there. Oops. Can you do that? This is an SRPG. It's, should be pretty clear how it operates. This is the war mode where I fight a bunch of NPC units based off of real people's actual units. Like, other people actually set up these units, but then the AI plays them, so I don't, you know, You don't have to wait for other players' inputs to play online. The hammer user looks like Blanc. Check your name. It is Blanc! Blanc, Iris, Iffy. Should have noticed. Yeah, I have a vert of my own, but not high enough level. An interesting thing about how this game works is that each unit has a set speed. So like my blacksmith will always go first, except if there's another blacksmith that's faster. It's on gaming. It's not quite like, you know, obviously it's a little different than Fire Emblem because that's more of a traditional SRPG. This is like, oh dang, did not have much help back there. A. Oh, it's fine. There we go. I think they were babysitting that one unit in the back there. You'll find a lot of units that aren't entirely ideal because they want to... Like, a common tactic is to set 1 or 2 level 99 units and then some like low level units because the low level units will get a lot of experience. So basically, at the grand scale, when we invade these little, you know, castles, their HP goes down, and when it goes down low enough, we capture them. So it's sort of the difference between the battle and the war. So we fight lots of battles, and then overall, everyone's progress is aggregated together, and that determines the winner of the war. I never think to... In creative character games, I never tend to think of a theme when I just start. So I didn't really have a theme in mind when I started this game. I did start making a few, like, I have T. Elios in the back there, my archer, and I made a vert character, Neptunia, but I didn't really start most of my characters with any sort of theme in mind. I don't like to let myself get too caught up in creative character stuff, because, like, in Oblivion, I spent, like, 20 minutes trying to make an Argonian that looks like not horrible, and even though Argonians aren't human, they're so hard. Like everything in that game, before you get better bodies and faces, everything looks like a train wreck. In fact, that's a big part of the reason I got Morrowind on PC, was because there's a better faces mod that makes the people not look like horrible monsters. Does Skyrim have, like, human faces, or did Bethesda never really fix their human problem? And you didn't miss too much, Sun Gaming. I actually had a lot of issues before. Like, I couldn't start the stream properly until 7 PM. I guess the server was undergoing maintenance, unfortunately. Which... I didn't realize it went down for a whole dang hour. I've never been held up like that before. Figures this is the sort of thing that only happens when you start up a stream. Crap you never knew was an issue is suddenly a major problem that you can't do anything about. Yeah, this game does give you a lot of opportunity to give your squad personality. You can name your mercenary squad. You can name your individual troop units. Like Femme Fatale is the group the name I gave this first set of characters. You can name your individual characters. You can give them different voice clips. You can give them different customization colors. A lot of cool stuff you can do. I was unfortunately a bit lazy, so only my most recent characters have a little bit of extra personality. I had no idea how absorbed into the game I would get, so I just, you know, I was lazy with my first characters. And now all of my, like, super high level characters are lazily built. And all of the ones with thought put into them are, like, super low level, it's kind of a problem, but... So this isn't working out, so I want to go over here.
War refugees? Ironic.
The queen just came in there to insult my enemy queen. I rather like the Queen of Landreth. That's part of the reason I ended up signing up with them. There's 4 different nations you can sign up with. I guess I'm a Guardian Beast. So you can use TP, which you earn from battles, to do things like perform skills on the map to affect battle, or you can just vote for big... Oh, here's a dragon for you. Summon Guardian Beast summons basically like a final boss style character that I have actually never seen advance far enough to hurt any enemies, because it requires a lot of TP to order, and you're basically... Your squad has to be organized, I guess, to... That's easy. Ye olden trash talk. Talk with an extra E, of course. As you can see, the Valkyrie moves forward a lot, and that can, if enemy characters line up, you can deal a lot of damage. Uh-oh. Okay, I might be... Oh, cool. My dad just made it here from the airport. I might have had to go to Chicago to pick him up, because O'Hare is incompetent, but apparently they did actually get him here. So, I don't have to. And there's lots of face parts you can equip on characters, like the red eyes and the anime nerves. Something I do in Disgaea that I wish more games let you do, you can name a character with a symbol of like a weapon or like an element. So like, I name my witch, like, I name her, you know, I name her a cool name, like I'll name them Nepgear or something, and then I'll put the symbol after their name that reminds me of what their class is or whatever. So that even after reincarnations and stuff, I know who that's supposed to be at a glance. In this game, I kind of let the random names, I left too many random names, and because I'm thinking from Disgaea that everything's gonna have, like, you know, a unique name, but I have like 2 Amelias. I actually have I have 2 Amelias and 1 Emilia. It's more confusing than I really intended. If you're thinking of getting this game, melee units are really good. I personally think that the Valkyrie and Blacksmith are 2 of the best characters. Like, as you can see, they move so fast and they deal so much damage. Some of these enemies don't even get a turn because I finish them up that fast. That's interesting. On my Restreamio dashboard, only Beam is accurately recording viewers. Oh, by the way, if anybody uses Beam, I'll drop that link in chat again. If anybody's interested in Beam, I'm streaming on Beam today. Nobody's watching. Is my Twitch stream up? Everybody uses Beam. Yeah, that's fine. I guess nobody's on Twitch today. Oh dang, skills are super cheap. No wonder nobody's using orders. Experience is a really great skill whenever the stuff is cheap like this, because we actually get 300% extra experience for like no cost, basically. If you want to watch on Beam, apparently it has way lower latency, and some people like it. Yeah, visually speaking, I like YouTube Gaming the most. But I don't like to tell people what they should and shouldn't use. The Paladin is one of the only units that is faster than my Blacksmith. Fortunately, he didn't really do anything of value. Wow, you're strong, good sir. I take pleasure in killing you, sir. Wait, really? Beam Link works on my page, or on my thing. I rather like YouTube gaming. Beam just seems to be a new, interesting thing. We do this right. Aw, oh, come on. What? Why didn't she finish her attack? This is a properly strong enemy unit here. Let's see. Wait, what's that berserker doing way in the back there? Can't decide who to... Alright. Good choice. Oh hey, Bad P. See you here. You know, it's fairly clear that a lot of the stuff in this game is paper doll animated, but they really do quite a good job with it. I don't really have any complaints animation-wise. The actual base art is really great, but you can still tell it's a paper doll. Holy crap, he had no HP at all. You're actually useful for once, Elias. I think he gave an area of effect buff, which coincidentally helped my team more than him. But, Level 6! Level 6! Aw man! That's all I can think about! Why am I fighting a level 16? This game is a little silly sometimes in its matchups. When I was like level 5, the game would occasionally match me up with like level 10 people, which is pretty much a death sentence for the level 5 team. But once again, there's no way this level 6 team is going to prevail against my level 99 team. I mean, one of my team isn't level 99, but that's... I actually really need to take that force entry off of her. It's more disruptive than anything. Level 1! Level 1. You know what's funny? I actually had an easier time finding level 99 fights than I did level 50 fights. I guess just because, you know, people end up capped, and, you know, more people that are capped end up still playing the game after a month or two. But I'm getting level 1. Like, this is just mean. This is just playground bully stuff. And a lot of the teams I was getting before were like level, you know, 99. Weird. Alright, let's go over that thing. We are ridiculously evenly matched. Experience. You wish you had this problem. Alright, order request. I don't... Either nobody else seems to use those messages, or I don't know how those messages are displayed. Because I never see other people with those messages. Yeah, I'm never going to summon that Guardian Beast on my own, unfortunately. So I kind of depend on my other teammates to do that, but I'm not sure they're doing anything. So at least with my team, a key part of my strategy is... Oh, I have morale down. That's not good. So you lose morale as you keep fighting. It counts down from 100%. And once it goes under 30%, your move and action gauges significantly decrease. So like, I can only perform half as many actions now as I usually can.
Oh, cat got your tongue?
I really should have healed up my morale, but since these are only level like 70 enemies, it's probably not a big deal. So there's almost certainly going to be a trap in the middle of these. There always is. Why can't I? Whatever, doesn't matter. This. An interesting mechanic is the guard in this game is actually really good, but when you're guarding, you block other allies from moving through you. So sometimes you want to not guard just so your allies can walk past you to beat up other enemies. It's less of a problem with ranged units. Because as we can see here, she can just shoot right around my units. Oh! Why does her reticle move so fast? Assist, that should be it. Yep, no problem. That skill looks so anticlimactic as an assist. It looks a lot better in usual, typical use. Crap, I have a feeling we're facing D. Yeah, fortunately, question mark, we ended up fighting a bunch of weaker opponents, so my morale down doesn't actually matter. These guys weren't going to survive a turn anyway. They'll get one hit off here. Or they'll just waste the turn charging. I don't find charge skills very useful in this game because my combat style is mostly focused around making sure the enemy doesn't last a turn. So if I see anyone using a charge skill, I just take them down before they can use it. And that's usually not difficult unless they have like walls blocking the way to whoever's charging or something. Getting it. Oh dang, Feel's winning. Experience. Yeah, the matchmaking in this isn't really super great. I'm not really sure how it all works, but it definitely doesn't always match me with somebody around my level. Over on morale. Look at the tiny bit of HP this stupid thing has left. It's just rude. Also, when you win a knife fights consecutively, you're supposed to fight the enemy's national hero, which is the player character. Figured you have traps. The player character who had the highest score in the last war. I don't think I've gotten to fight one of those yet. I really want to though, because that sounds like a fun fight.
Wait a second.
I'm fighting your team? Oh, you have this game? So. I didn't know you had this game. Aw, come on. Rude. Get back over. Aw, for Pete's sake. So, an annoyance in this game is if you enter the range of a crystal and get a buff from it, you can't reset your movement gauge. So, if you wander into enemy territory and So like in a lot of SRPGs, you can move around and reset your movement as long as you don't actually start an attack. Oh, so that's why you like dragons. First. I don't know why, but that mage's area of effect spell moves way faster than my ones usually do. I don't know what the deal with that is. Bye-bye. Yeah, I thought you didn't have this. You have somebody else. Stolen Squad. Or did you mean it had like a name? Oh, you have the PS Vita version? It's the same game either way. You can't share saves, but it is crossplay. That woman with the Fu Manchu there, I mean, that might be intentional, but one of my annoyances with this game is that a lot of the equipment is male-oriented, and you can synthesize equipment so that you get the visual properties of one piece of equipment and the stats of another, but I haven't really bothered to do that yet. There's a lot of stuff that just takes just a little bit more effort than I personally tend to put into things. I'm lazy. But it feels like unnecessary effort, and as a professional lazy person, I don't like when they try a bit too hard to let you do things that are just purely cosmetic and stuff. I love that Grim Cutter skill. Great range. It has knockback, which, you know, you have to manage sometimes. But, it really puts the hurt on him. Ah, damn it. It's actually a little hard to aim the arrows sometimes. Because like you saw there, sometimes the enemy immediately in front of them will take the arrow form instead. But a cool thing about how blocking works in this game, the guard gauge is its own health bar, so as long as that guard gauge doesn't get depleted entirely before their next turn, oh, finally level 99 character. As long as that guard gauge isn't totally depleted, they won't take any health damage. So by using your vitality gauge or your action gauge there to guard, you can basically waste the enemy's turn, and that makes guarding a lot more fun than it is in most games. So this guy's like all paladins because paladins move first, apparently even before blacksmiths. I think they may just have higher AGI. Oh, come on! What? Okay, so yeah, this guy's entire strategy, you know, he has basically my strategy where it's all focused around trying to defeat your enemy before they can actually act. Oh, fuck off! Ah, damn it! I should have looked at what level that character was. Turn. Okay, please have an assist. No? Ah, damn it! I didn't want to do that. Damn it. So this is probably a loss here. Oh. You can, that assist gauge at the top left there fills up. You can use 2 bars to survive a hit that should have knocked you out, or you can use 1 to do an assist and finish off an enemy target. There we go. Okay, we win. Never mind. I'll be fine. That sounds very fun, but I don't know exactly how that attack works, so I'll risk it. Oh, come on. Oh, assist. Okay, that was a little close. Not bad. Oh, and you can actually win bits of gear from your enemy. They don't actually lose them, but yeah, that was a good team. I messed up a couple of inputs there, but that would have been fairly close even if I didn't. They're basically using the same strategy as me, is that have a bunch of strong people attack first, and try not to worry about the rest. I think it's like a cat head or something. I don't know. What levels has Tielios gotten? Oh, about 10. Bad. Experience. Oh dang, this is a real nail biter. Look at those. Look at how close the sides are. I guess emergency repair will be slightly more useful. That's the problem with summoning the Guardian Beast. Is really cool in concept, because, you know, it basically summons the final boss for the enemies to fight, but it always happens so late it's basically unneeded. You know, either it's too late and you've already lost, or it's too late and you've already won. Oh dang, you are stronger than I expected. Oh! Close. Don't take out my lance. So this is another really strong team. As long as I take down that noble. Wait. Oh, there is a fourth. I was wondering why they only had 3 people. They just have one way back there for some reason. Okay, we should be in good shape though. Why is she so much slower? Is she low level or something? Oh. Gotta stop. I gotta turn off. Oh yeah, she's a low level. So yeah, they were doing babysitting duty. You end up with a lot of that in online stuff. So you have like 3 level 99s and 1
Cat got your tongue?
tiny babby. How long does the war go on for? It really depends on how evenly matched the sides are. I've had them go to about 40 minutes, which is looking like what this one's gonna take. You know what? I'm just gonna build the full way from my blacksmith here. She's definitely my MVP, so I don't want to have her at low health. It looks like this one's probably gonna go on for maybe 5-10 more minutes. Hello, awfuljsdev. That's a heck of a name. This game's an SRPG where you basically fight in a war with a bunch of other players. Let's take out that leader unit. Oh! I almost dropped the combo. I wanted to use bumps. She's... That attack is so weak, but it's always just enough. Alright, it's basically an SRPG where you fight in big wars, but your individual, you know, combat affects the overall, you know, how your side's overall standing is in the war. So hopefully I'm, you know, bringing a net positive to my side of the war. Assist, please? Yes. Something I really like about this game is that almost, like, pretty much every class is almost equally viable. There's a few that I really love, and there's only a couple that I particularly don't like. But, they're all pretty different. Level 7. Kidding me, game. It's on PS4 and PS Vita. This is the PS4 version, obviously. Hopefully, even in the stream, it looks a little bit too good for PS Vita. I mean, it doesn't look bad on Vita, but it's obviously not a 1080p 60 frame per second game on Vita. I haven't really played the Vita version much. Like I said earlier in the stream, it's not cross-save. It is cross-play, so people with PS Vitas, you can play against teams from the PS4, but I just want my save. If I can only play on one platform, I want my save to be on PS4, because I can remote play from my Vita to my PS4, but not the other way around, as I usually play on console anyway. There we go, Operation End. Sometimes, we won! Sometimes, like, NAS has been porting more games to PC, so this one might come over. They don't have any official stuff, so I can't really... Oh dang, that was a real close one, look at that. Yeah, the way wars work is that, however many strongholds you control affects how much your health goes down, if it goes down. So, like, we were pretty evenly matched, so our health would have been draining at about the same rate. So as long as we held one more building than them, they would lose more health faster. So that's basically how we try to make the battle work, is you just want to own more buildings than they do, basically. That was a pretty good battle. And fighting online has better rewards than, you don't have to fight online, but you tend to get a lot more experience and, money and stuff. And you can't really get the best gear from fighting. Like, we can do these single quests that are, you know, local, and I can fight level 99 enemies in these, but, it doesn't really... But, you just don't get as good of stuff. Even blindfold. So in addition to the war, which I just did, there's also these versus quests, where you're not fighting directly against an enemy, but you're fighting against, like, NPC units that are set up by, like, real players. So, like, we'll see some enemy mercenaries here. Please no warp trap. Yeah, warp traps are super annoying. So, yeah, we fight against, I think, 3 squads? Oh no, it's just 1 in this case. Armor disruption costs delay to complete. So, yeah, we want to take down the yellow armaments, because that's the other nations. All of the quests are, like, based around the different nations, and there's also a campaign. This game isn't, like, multiplayer only. There's actually a main campaign, and then there's, like, mini campaigns that are like 9 episodes for each of the different nations. They're actually not really that many. They're a little shorter than the main quest, but I don't think they're that much shorter, really. I just really like the basics of the combat, and I really like the squad building aspect. And I like how everything feels pretty dang useful. You can get the wolves. No, you can't get any monsters. The closest thing to a monster you can get is the Dragon Knight. Or the Dragon Mage, rather.
Careful, boss. We're in range of an
the in-battle gameplay is my favorite part. The game tries to funnel you to the war stuff, but, I mean, in a way, the war is, you know, just a bunch of the little battles. So I generally don't like things that try to funnel me into online play, but in this I found the online stuff pretty inoffensive. My biggest complaints with the online is just that, like we saw earlier, it's not always balanced. Like, sometimes I'll get a really low-level character as my opponent, and also I don't really know how long a match will go until I start playing it. Like, that last match was like 45 minutes. I've joined in matches and it's been over in 5 minutes. I happened to join at the start of that match. Like, I think if you start, like, it's kind of luck-based. You don't really have, like, I just happened to start that match right as the war started, so it was going to be a lot longer. But if you're not right in there at the start, you don't really know how long it's going to be. And I kind of wish it were easier to tell that. But I don't think wars even can last over an hour, so...
Magnificent.
Crap. Oh no. Ugh, he got in my way. So this quest is basically just a race to destroy all of the armaments. Unfortunately, the enemy is doing just as well as I am, which I was not expecting. It's still an AI, so I kind of expect it to be dumb. Got to hear Harpy. I really love, one of the best skills in the game is a skill that lets your melee attacks pierce enemies. So you can kill more than one enemy in one turn, and that's an extreme advantage. It's in soldiers. So... Oh, please! Why are you in my way? Should have gone the other way around. Ah, they won. I don't know if I still get rewards. It sucks. I think I picked the wrong path because I got interrupted by 2 enemies, and the enemy obviously didn't have that problem. Yeah, something I like about this game, it has very little of the frustrations that most online multiplayer games have. I would say the only real frustration it has that's typical of online multiplayer is you don't know how long a match is necessarily going to take. But I don't think matches can ever last longer than an hour, so as long as you keep that in mind, and you know, you don't mind playing for however long you're going to play, it's not a big deal. You can leave before the thing is over, but you won't get the final rewards. But you get to keep your experience. And the war does give you better experience. One annoying thing, I actually kind of really want to fight a guardian beast, but I've never gotten to... I know, you stupid jerks. I've never gotten to fight a guardian beast online. I've also never seen a guardian beast actually destroy an enemy troop. Because they always get summoned at like the very end of the battle. That's no fun. The fun aspect is that the leader of the enemy troop gets a little extra HP, and if you defeat them, you basically severely limit the amount of actions the other enemies can take. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's super well suited. Single player, sure, it's suited well enough to Vita, but it feels more like a sit down and play RPG to me. I never really saw RPGs as being inherently portable, personally, though. I mean, the suspend function is nice for RPGs, but portables haven't always had that. I've managed to summon the Griffin a few times, which sounds like a sex act. But I've managed to summon the Griffin for Landereth a few times. But, You even let me finish the quest. How? Oh, I do get my reward. I just get a reduced reward. Okay. I've never half failed a quest before like that.
Cat got your tongue?
Dramatic pose while she's leveling up. Oh, rude. It reduces your reputation, though. Oh, that was basically a race quest, and the enemy got to the objective first. So I still get like half of my reward, but I didn't technically beat it. I guess it depends how you use your portable, because personally, I don't tend to play my portable too much. Like, I play my portable at home. I don't, you know, I drive myself to work. I don't really have, you know, I don't play on my lunch break. I don't have much reason to play my Vita outside. So when I play my Vita, it's usually at home, so that's why I tend to default to use my PS TV, actually. That's right, Parker. Yes. Parky, please. Oh. Let's help level up Vert. I think Vert probably needs what's up. So one aspect of this game is characters have characters have aptitudes, which determines how many points you have to spend in to get to match the max stat. So like, Vert strength is an S, so I have to spend significantly less points to max out strength than I do spirit here. And it's useful for you. So I probably wanna... It's probably her... I guess Vitality would be good. Will I switch teams? I'm probably gonna fight for Landreth at least until I max it out. I might play a little on other teams, but Landreth is generally what I fight for. I've been sort of thinking of making just a couple units, like, super strong. Like, maybe I'll make a Neptunia group. I just sort of randomly thought of... I needed to make good Lancer, so I figured I would make it Vert. 11. B. You know what's weird? You can change skin color, but not name or voice. Like... Surely it's at least as difficult, like, surely it's more difficult to change your skin color than voice, but whatever. Better Vert hair. I don't really like this long one. I guess it's sort of Verty. I like this one better. Keep classing up. Class up is kind of like reincarnation from Disgaea, but not quite. I'm probably gonna do one more quest here and then call it a night. Elsword, never played that. Alright, let's do a rematch here. Oh, it's an MMO? Yeah, I don't play MMOs. I don't even usually play multiplayer games. This is kind of an exception for me. God. I'm one step behind, and that will probably ruin it for me. Actually, if I can fight the enemy force and beat them up, I can delay them by 9 turns. I just need to actually run into them is the issue. Probably the key to victory now that I think about it. I didn't do that before. Oops. I forgot you're level 1. That doesn't matter because I can assist. One nice thing when you're babysitting troops, as long, like, if you have a character strong enough to defeat an enemy in one hit, that basically means all your weak characters have to do is damage their health by 1, and then you can do an assist and finish them up.
What do you think of this?
Alright, where is my enemy? There's a multiplayer display. Oh, Smash. Yeah, I don't really play. I only like cooperative stuff. Oh, you jerk butt. Alright. We're gonna beat him up now. Oh, hey, this is the same team. Or is it? Thought I recognize. Yeah, as long as we can take down this mercenary team, we get 9 free turns. Looks like they have 2 of these jerk-ass paladins. Aw, you jackass! How did you get all of that assist gauge?
Standing.
I don't like this team. Shouldn't have. Holy shit! Frickin' vitality DP. Yeah.
Let's pick our battles. Everyone, let's run!
That wasn't the best idea I've ever had.
We need to heal it.
Actually, can't actually heal myself fully here. Not sure what I can do about this.
Enemy mercs are nearby. Should we engage them?
That works me back.
Careful, boss! You're in range.
Yeah, this is gonna work. As you can see, enemy player squads tend to be a lot stronger than, you know, the trash mobs the enemies have, so tend to be a lot more interesting to fight. For God's sake. Assist, please. Yes. I'm not sure if this fight is even, or if this mission is even possible if you don't disable the enemy mercenaries. Good way to do since they're that strong. I could have done it if I had a full team of level 99 characters, But I have basically 2 wasted party slots right now. I have to take this again. Wait. I think we're gonna tie.
There's an enemy on it.
I wonder if this will count as a win for me or not. I have no idea. I've never had this happen. Let's just take this down in 1 turn. Hopefully all should be. Also, one interesting thing about my blacksmith is for some reason she seems to move a little bit faster than, like, she gets 2 moves inside of 1 turn. Like, inside of the first turn. So, I can finish off, ideally, 5 targets, even without hitting, like, more than 1 target per hit per turn. Those. Should be an assist kill. Easy.
This is true talent.
Mercenary is a lot harder than I expected them to be. So I guess it does better matchmaking for these quests than this stuff. Oh yeah, we did win. We tied, but it still counts as a win, so who cares?
True talent.
9 levels, nice.
Oh, cat got your tongue?
Yes, Parker, hello. She's almost level 99. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it a night. What are your parting thoughts, Parker? Huh? Is that so? Thanks for stopping in, everybody. Alright, tomorrow I'm going to be streaming Blockhood, I believe. Check my calendar here. I decided I would stream every day this week, just as a sort of experiment. And yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be streaming Blockhood. It's a very pretty, minimalist, like, flat-shaded sort of, yes, Parker. Town sim sort of thing. It's really cool. I wasn't sure how to do a normal video on it, so I figured doing a stream would make a bit more sense for that. Yeah, I really enjoy that game. I think it's still early access, but it's still pretty fun. Hello, Clorox Bleach. A little late to the party. I'm just signing off here, actually. Yeah, Blockhood tomorrow, and I'll actually be streaming Quest for Glory 4 on Wednesday. That's a little out of nowhere, but that's a game I really liked back as a wee babby. It was one of the first adventure games I ever actually owned myself. I played a few at a friend's house, but I never got very far in them. Quest for Glory. I actually never finished that game because my computer was too fast. I did eventually find a patch for it, but I still haven't beaten it myself. So hopefully I'll be able to do that on stream at some point. That'll probably take multiple streams, because I can't beat that in 2 hours. I don't... Right, Parker. Thanks for watching as always, Sun Gaming. Oh yeah, and this is just a thing where you send out your troops to fight, and they sort of get a certain amount of experience over... Like, they can fight 10 battles, 1 battle per hour, and it's just sort of a, you know... You can get a little bit of experience without real effort. As long as you check in, just sort of a... It's an incentive to check the game every once in a while. I'm not always a huge fan of those, but... It's not the most offensive one I've seen. It's not one of those mobile games where it's like, check in daily or we'll kill this dog. Yeah, good to have you, TVD Zebra. Well, Tap Tap signing out.